Hello and welcome to my channel. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Today, I am going to be creating a double page layout. I'm super excited and I really don't do double page layouts very often. I think I can count on my hands how many times I've done them, but it seems like a lot of people, when I ask what people want to see, a lot of people say double page layouts. So I cut these strips, 4 strips, and I'm using Iced Spruce Distress Oxide ink, which is a gray ink, to ink all of those edges. I did that off camera so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me the whole time. I'm using white Close to My Heart cardstock for my base of both of my pages. And I am using the new Chamel Never Grow Up collection. I don't have much of this. I will pop up my haul video up above so you guys can check it out and see what I purchased from this collection. But I really didn't get much. So I wanted to use white as the background. Now, for one of the pages, I actually used my sketchbook, my new sketchbook. If you haven't checked that out, I will link it down below. And I also have an online class right now that you can purchase and take. And you get the sketchbook in that class. So I used one of the sketches as inspiration, and then I just kind of took that and kind of ran with it for a double page, because my sketches aren't necessarily double page sketches, but you can turn them into double page sketches, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So I used a scallop punch to punch all of the parts that's going behind the star paper. It's like a navy blue with colorful like polka dots, little tiny dots. And so I will link down below the products that I'm using. So always make sure that you're opening up that description box and using those links. It helps me make a little money for my family. It brings in a little bit of income. I get a commission off of any sales used from my links. So I would truly appreciate if you purchase through my links. It does not cost you any more. It would be the same exact price as it would if you were just to go to the website. So just so y'all know. So I know that this punch is a super old punch, but I will try to find one that is similar to it. The punches that I prefer are scallop edges. I just really, really love a good border punch. So I'm finding myself actually using this punch quite often in the past month. So it's become a favorite of mine recently, even though it's been in my stash for a really, really long time. I've had it for probably close to 8 years, if I had to take a guess, and it still works perfectly. So the photos that I'm going to be documenting today are from a crafty retreat or crafty trip that I took with my friend Tisa. And I am going to be using the stamp backings from my video with my stamp organization. I'll pop that up above so you guys can check it out if you haven't watched that yet. But I took the packaging apart and I'm using those to mat my photos. So I showed you guys the back of them are actually the stamp manufacturer, like their names and stuff's on them, but they're white on the other side. So I am not just throwing those away. I am going to be using those to mat my photos when I just want a nice white mat around, so that I'm not wasting and throwing away paper. So I thought that was a good way to kind of save on just throwing away, you know. So I'm matting all of the photos with the white, and then I'm going to put them on this navy blue with the polka dots, and I'm going to do a little grid here. Now, I said I used a sketch for inspiration. I did. I used the sketch for inspiration, and I did the photos are nothing to do with the sketch. There was only one element that I took from the sketch and used on this layout or on these layouts. So if you do end up purchasing my class, you can see, or you can learn 5 different ways to use a sketch. And I go over those ways, and we do live videos in the Facebook group. And I have, I think, 8 lessons posted, and there's 10 lessons in the class. So there's just lots of ways that you can use sketches, and this is just one of the many ways that you can use sketches. So I'm still matting all the photos. Now I'm matting the photos for the other page. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to look for a piece of paper to kind of pull all of these photos together, because I don't have any more of the navy blue with the polka dots. I'm going to bring in this navy blue paper from the Schmel collection as well. And I just felt like it still was cohesive. When I do double page layouts, I feel like I'm not very good at them, because I don't do them often. So when I do them, I like to kind of make it go all the way across the page, right? I know some people do like companion pages where you just use the same collection. And I would like to try that. So I probably will try that one day. But most of the time when I do double page layouts, I like them to kind of flow, and I like some of the elements that are on one page to also be on the other page, just so it looks like it belongs together. And so it looks like it goes together, I guess. So that's kind of what I do when I do double page layouts. But again, I'm not an expert at them. I really have not done that many. And so I'm going to try to do more on my channel, because I know that a lot of people do double page layouts. But for me, I mostly scrapbook everyday moments. But for this trip, I had a lot of photos. Like, I have way more. I've done some layouts with just individual pictures from this trip. And I just thought that all of these photos would be fun to put on a page together. So on the first page here, I have a photo of myself and Tisa in front of the hotel sign, which was Hotel Indigo. Greg got us this hotel and surprised us, and it was a super bougie hotel. That's what we just kept saying like all weekend. We felt so like out of place. Like it was just really fancy. It was a really fancy hotel. And we got room service. Like, neither one of us had ever gotten room service. And so we got room service the first morning that we were there for breakfast. And so that's what the other photos are of. One of Tisa eating her breakfast in her bed, and then one of my breakfast in my bed. I just took a picture of my breakfast. And then the other photos on the other page, one is of me doing one of the classes. One is of Tisa doing the classes that we took. And then one is her scraping the ice off of the windshield with her, I think it was a CD case, because she didn't have an ice scraper, because we're from North Carolina and we very rarely get ice or snow. And then the other one was she kind of like shoved herself in this tiny kid's ride at the mall, and I told her to do it, and so peer pressure, she did it. I didn't really think that she would do it, but she did it. She fit. She's small, so and I took a picture of her, and it was funny. So we had a really good time on this weekend trip together. So yeah, what am I doing right now? I am gluing down some flowers, of course, because I love flowers. Y'all know this, right? I also used some of the enamel flares, which are my favorite. They're from Scrap and Happy Studio. Check her out. She has an Etsy store. So just go on to Etsy and type in Scrap and Happy Studio. She's got epoxy flare, and they're just so beautiful. They're so well made. She is super nice. I love supporting small businesses. Her name is Jenny. And so I have purchased a lot of little flare from her. So I've been using them a lot recently. The only thing is you need to make sure that you're not using liquid glue behind them, because she does use photo paper to print them off. And they're nice. They're flat. They don't have any metal. and I personally absolutely love them. So if you are going to try them, I would love to hear your thoughts on them and let her know that I sent you. So I'm just putting some foam dots behind them and then putting them in the center of the pages, which I just did a happy dance because I love them and they make me happy. One says craft day and the other one says just craft girl. I have a whole bunch from her, but these really worked well. The colors worked well with this collection, so that's why I used those. And now I am pulling out some stamps, a stamp set from Catherine Pooler. Again, I will have it linked below. And my favorite inks, which are Catherine Pooler, I am using Flirty Fuchsia right now, and it's a girl in Lime Ricky, which I love these colors. They're so pretty. They're very, very vibrant. They stamp beautifully. And I never have an issue with these inks. They're just amazing and great. So I will have them linked below as well, so you can get your hands on them. She has beautiful colors, and she is also a small business, and I know her personally. She is an amazing person. So I love supporting small businesses, and like just awesome people, right? So this stamp set is really, really cute. Again, I purchased this and it is in my haul video. These are like splatters, and I'm going to do them in a couple places on both pages. And then there's another like really, really small splatter stamp. So if you don't like to do actual splatters with mist, you're scared that you're going to mess them up, these stamps are perfect for that because you can put them right where you want them with whatever color ink you have, and it's not going to mess up. It's not going to go places where you don't want it to go. It's going to go right where you want it. So that is pretty much my layout for today. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to please give me a thumbs up. And again, make sure you are subscribed and your bell is, you push that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye.